you guys want to do it too? Or just
We're
me?
like 38 seconds in. Just you.
Okay. Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Left the Party Too Late podcast, episode 2 of many, many more to come. I am one of your hosts, Jasmine.
Oh, I'm Aria.
And I'm Brian.
And here we are, second episode. Lots of fun things planned today, as you can see by the title of this episode. But first things first, I think there was one big thing that we missed to talk about last week, our first week, which was how we came about to be the Left the Party Too Late podcast. How we came up with that name, and
Yeah, that was
yeah.
I've been
talking
that
for
was
too long.
really-
Somebody else say something.
Our villain origin story, to be honest.
Not villain, our superhero origin story.
But there's no sexy heroes anymore.
No, what about like
Okay, wait,
Wonder
hold on a
Woman?
second. So you're saying that Joaquin Phoenix as a Joker was a sexy villain? Explain yourself right
explain
now.
yourself.
No, because he's white. He's omitted from all.
is he white though?
They're an enigma.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anyway,
but like
our
most of the
origins-
villains are white anyways.
But they're gay. It's different.
What?
Wait, hold on a second. I feel like we need a deep dive because so you're saying all villains are POC. What does that really mean? What does that really mean? Anyway, let's not let's not cancel Brian in the first 2 minutes of this podcast.
Oh my
And
gosh.
instead, let's deep dive into our origin story. Who wants to start?
Okay, so I could start.
Okay, what day was it? Set the scene, set the stage.
Ah, yes. So it was a Sunday night after we were watching Euphoria. It was
Really?
Yeah, because that's what we did on Sunday nights. Unfortunately, it's
Rip
over
Euphoria
now.
Sunday.
Unfortunately, I think unfortunately that's what we did.
No, it didn't. Unfortunately,
Oh my God.
but I didn't even register. Oh, I don't know.
That day it was snowing. It was super cold and windy outside. That was the day we got Landmark Diner. Not Landmark. The other one,
diner.
Midtown Diner. It
Yes!
was so bad.
We did, because I do remember we got the diner,
got
and then
the
we
diner.
came back and watched Euphoria.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, if we can sit inside the diner, we'll watch it there. I'll put it on
Yeah.
my phone or something.
Speaking of which, we got conned so bad. The prices were
Literally.
insane.
And it wasn't good.
It was
wasn't
terrible.
good.
Wait, maybe your thing was good, your pancakes, but mine and Arya's French toast was no, it was just
It
bread.
was
not
It was
French
literally just
toast.
bread. It was
That
not French
literally
toast.
not French.
And when you put the syrup on it, it was just it made it worse.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost crumbled. It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say it was,
It was kinetic
weird
sand.
texture, kinetic sand. No, it was the weirdest texture. But we're
Do you
going
guys
on a
ever,
we're going
have
on a
that?
weird tangent.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fuck Midtown Diner, right?
Oh my
gosh.
I mean, no, they literally charged us for no reason for a lot of things.
That was
There's a
it was
lot of odd
$17 or something.
Right.
And on the menu it said that it was 10. And I was like,
There's
Oh my
no
God.
way
Wait,
that
what?
is bullshit.
Yeah, it really was. The menu was weird because it was you get the thing you have to pay super extra for the sides.
Yeah.
For a special side or something, which is how is bacon a special side? But I digress. Anyway.
yeah, so anyways, it was after Euphoria, we started talking, we were getting ready for the podcast. We're like, okay guys, we need a name for the podcast. We're
Wait,
throwing
no,
out ideas.
I remember. I was it started because I was like, okay guys, we should start a YouTube channel and then build into the podcast. But then Ari was like, no, we should just go straight into the podcast. And then we had a little debate. We're blah blah. And we're like, okay, we'll just do the podcast. What should our name be? And okay, now you can keep going.
You guys can take over.
Okay.
We spent I remember we spent so long trying to
Maybe
find his
2
name.
to 3 hours.
No, it was an insane amount of
We
time.
were Googling.
Yeah, no, because okay,
to
I
4 in the
remember
morning, 5 in the
because
morning.
it was 12:30, and that was when I was like, okay guys, I need to focus on school this semester. You have to be out by 12:30, and it was 1 o'clock, and I was like, okay guys, time to leave, and then we're still trying to figure out a name. Next thing you know, it's 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. I see a drug deal drop going
Yes,
down
it happened
at the
then.
gas station. Yeah.
But just to preface, guys, it was a Sunday leading into Monday night, but Monday we didn't have
Monday
school
was
because
a
it was Martin
holiday.
Luther King. Yes, Martin Luther King Day. So we didn't have school that Monday. None of us did. So it was okay, it's okay that we're up till 5 in the morning, but also,
His freedom
our-
sled.
our slide?
I said his freedom sled.
Freedom. Oh, God. Cancel Brian 2022. Just kidding. No, literally you said and I lost my train of thought. I don't know. Somebody else take over.
Martin Luther King Day. So then we had really all the time in the world, but also like Arya loves her sleep.
She has to say, trying to like keep the schedule like intact.
She values her sleep schedule very well. So we were like going crazy. Like we were like looking at other podcasts. We were looking at their names. We were looking at like how similar they should be. How are there any ones that are similar to that? We were looking at random word generators.
Yeah.
Like it was really bad for us.
And we kept trying to like think of like things that like represent us.
Right.
Because like as we said, like I think we mentioned last episode, like we had a brief little thing called lobby talk, but it never like spurred into anything more. And we were like, okay, we'll just do lobby talk again. But like there's so many other podcasts with lobby talk as their name.
Yeah.
So like we don't want to just fall into the masses. We want to be unique individuals that set themselves apart from the others. And that's how Left the Party Too Late happened, slightly.
I
I'm
do
going a little too
remember,
fast.
we were talking about this, like, the other day, how, like, that specific name came up.
Okay.
And I remember, like, we went to that party, down the road, like, right before Thanksgiving break, I think it was, or it wasn't right after. It was sometime around Thanksgiving break.
Like the grunge emo party?
Yeah, that party.
Okay.
And we were there until, like, I don't know, it was maybe, like, 30 minutes or something. We were, like, talking to the birthday girl after, like, everybody left. And
we were literally one of the
sitting
first ones
there,
to arrive and one of the last ones to leave.
literally.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah, and then, like, the cops came and they were like,
Yes.
it's too loud, blah, 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 blah. I'm
Well,
like,
nobody was
nobody's
left.
there. There's nobody there.
Nobody was left.
And then we left at, like, 1 a.m. and we were like, yeah, we should have left, like, so much sooner. Like, they wanted us to leave.
Yes,
like,
because we were
like,
just
they
like
were
sitting
tired.
there. For no
Yeah,
reason.
so we left the party too late, and for some reason at 4 a.m., 4:30 maybe, that just seemed really right, and it still does. How do you guys feel?
I feel like the sleep deprivation won that thing.
No,
Yes,
because
it
like
did.
I think I was the one that said it, but I think I just like said it because like I remember like too late. I was like, oh, too late, because like we'll always be like recording too late, like we are right now. But I was like, oh yeah, too late podcast. But then I looked it up and like somebody already has that name. So then I don't know. I just like somehow said left the party too late. Once again, sleep deprivation for the win. I don't remember like exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But we came to this name. It slightly represents us, even though we barely go to parties. But that's us. That's who we are today. Who else wants to go?
Anything else to add?
I mean, yeah, that's basically what happened. I mean, if anything, I'm glad that's the name we stuck with because it's a very nice name.
I just say
Yeah,
like
I
it's
really
very
like
unique and
it.
like different. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
fun, very, very hip, one might say.
Yeah.
It also, could relate to the old people in a sense because it's like, oh, we're late to the party because, wait.
I don't know what you're
We're
talking
not
about.
late to the party.
Wait.
We left the party too late. We
maybe it
stayed at the
isn't
party
so
too long.
marketable since I'm forgetting it. Terribly.
Anyways.
LTPTL squad.
Too Late Tuesdays.
Too Late Tuesdays. Hashtag
That's-
Too Late Tuesdays.
yeah.
Let's get it trending on Twitter, guys. Cult members. Cult members.
Fans, friends.
Friends, besties, one may
Family.
say. Besties.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I got
Well,
this.
speaking of-
No, let me go. I can do it. Okay, so as the title of this episode, which I think should be the title of the episode, but I mentioned to you guys one time.
I don't remember.
Okay, so basically the title of this episode, and I hope you guys agree with the title so I don't have to like edit this right now. But the title of the episode is We Drained Our Bank Accounts to Take a 3-day trip to New York.
I remember.
Oh, I
And
do remember it.
okay.
That was
Yeah, no,
pretty-
that was a good title.
And
was actually very
since
bad.
that is our title, let's get into it. So
Okay.
we took a 3-day trip to New York from April 1st
First.
to April 3rd.
Mhm.
Who wants to start with our Friday? We're gonna go day by day. Some crazy things happened.
Should
and
we start with Thursday night?
Okay, Thursday night.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
11?
I guess you guys got here at like 11:30, maybe 11:40
It
or
was very
something.
late.
Let's say it felt more like 12 in the morning.
Okay, so maybe it was Friday.
I'm so sorry.
Either way.
Anyways,
we ride
that
very
night.
late. Yeah.
We ride late. That's such a funny like saying.
Yes, so that night, what happened? You guys got here, we organized the bag because we decided to just take one suitcase because the airline we were flying on, We got like the basic economy tickets, and we were only allowed to bring a personal item, but like it's cold in New York, so obviously we can't fit all of our outfits in there.
Yeah.
So we
Our fit
decided,
checks.
yeah. So we decided that we're gonna all share a checked bag, which was a great idea. Very cost effective. We fit all our stuff in. It was a very neatly packed bag. It was very nice. It was. It
No,
was.
it was like
At
perfectly
first,
packed. Like it was like
it was
nice
perfect.
and like oh my gosh, you know like the saying like, oh, they were packed in like sardines. Our clothes are packed in like sardines.
Yeah.
I was like, you were like perfectly packed. I was like, one might say too perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too perfect.
With enough space to put too much shit in there.
Too much.
Yeah.
So much so that we honestly, I'm actually very surprised it ended up as good as it did, even though it was a mess. Considering we spent a good like 2 hours
Maybe-
trying to figure out
maybe
how much
an-
something weighed.
Maybe like 40 minutes to an
Yeah.
hour.
Okay, so it was 12 o'clock when we got here. We did the
Mhm.
bag, and we were like, okay.
Then
Oh!
we ate.
Yes.
Or you
no,
ate.
wait.
Yeah.
I don't remember eating.
Yeah. Oh, well, Brian ate.
You definitely did. I think
Yeah.
I just had like a little like snack or something.
And I had a snack too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so like we said, we went to New York from Friday to a Sunday, and our flight on Friday was at 6 in the morning. So we got to Aria's at like 11:40 on Thursday night, maybe like midnight.
Midnight. Let's call it
Basically.
midnight.
So we were like, okay, we need to wake up at 4. We have like less than 4 hours to sleep. So guys, let's eat, pack the bag, and let's head to bed.
That didn't happen.
That did not happen at all.
Well,
So,
what
yeah.
will transpire might possibly be the worst 3 hours of American.
I just said like, no, that should be our villain origin story.
That was our villain.
That
origin
built
story.
my hate.
So imagine 2 amazingly talented, grand, like just peaks of society, children sleeping in their comfort of their own homes.
Oh,
aka
that's
Ari's
us?
home.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh.
I was sleeping in my bed.
Yes, and we were sleeping in Arya's living room in her
Yes,
apartment.
like orphans.
Her
Okay,
apartment
for
that has 3
reference-
other roommates.
For reference, I did offer them my room, my bed, but they chose to sleep on the couch. I offered it several
Don't
times.
try to make yourself like the good Samaritan.
Wait.
Even though you are telling the truth, but
It was the truth.
Let us tell our sob story.
Yeah.
Go
The
ahead.
people feel bad for us.
Please stop truth checking.
Yeah.
So, it was such a good night. We were like on the verge of entering a lovely sleep before our dreams became reality.
Yes.
When all of a sudden,
Nightmare.
just the door slams open and in comes a flock of drunk people
Yes.
coming in. They stumble around with the lights. Go, don't turn on the light, by the way. Turns on 4 lights.
Yes.
And they go, oops, sorry, and then walk away.
Wait, I just
They-
want to say something. For those people that came in, one may say that they left the party too late.
Yeah.
Hey, I pulled that out.
I was gonna say, you better add a sound effect there, or
But
it will be, no, actually just clip you saying, doing this. But it was possibly
Yeah.
the most, just like, funny thing if I wasn't so fucking mad.
Yeah, so mad and so tired.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh.
Because they did it, left, and then immediately came back 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
I thought
then-
didn't some people come and then more people come later?
Right.
Yes,
The second
okay,
time?
some
Right.
people came, turned on the light, and then they walked off, and me and Brian just looked at each other like, well, this is happening, okay. And then, one person came back and was like, oh, I'm sorry about that, and then turned off the light. I think that was, the only sober person there. He's like, oh, yeah, they're drunk, blah, 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 turn off the light for us. And we're like, thanks, it's fine,
Yeah.
even though it wasn't fine, but, we're not gonna be bitches. But, so we did that, and then 2 seconds later, the door wasn't locked, apparently, and then more people just came in, more drunk people,
Right.
and then
And
me...
these are people we never seen.
No, never, ever.
I think
One
some
of
of
Aria's
them.
roommates' friends or something, I don't know.
I
I
Oh,
think,
also
I
people
think
that
we
live
met
next door to
some
you,
of
I
them,
think.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if they were there that night, but yeah.
Yeah, so then I think me and Brian both got up. I remember I had my blanket over me, and we're like,
And
should
you
we
came
lock the
to
door
knock
now?
on my. You came to knock on my door.
No, that was after. I think
Okay.
I was like, okay, should we lock the door now? And then we locked the door, and they were like, okay, should we tell
No,
Aria?
you asked,
and then we
should
started
we
walking.
lock the door? And by the time you finished your sentence, I had already waddled across the room and locked
Yeah, okay, yeah. And then we were like, should we go see Aria? And then we went in, and then we knocked on her door, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if she's like sleeping somehow through all of this like
Literally,
commotion?
I
But, I don't know how
heard
thin
the
You
your
walk
knock.
walls
in the
are.
door, and within 1 second, she's already opening the door.
Yeah, she's like,
Because,
"You
like,
guys wanna come in?"
I knocked on, I heard the knock. I didn't knock on the door. I heard the knock on the door from my bed, and I was, like, scared, because I was like, what if, like, those random people are trying to come into my room because they think it's somebody else's
Oh
room?
my gosh, will you lock your door?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Oh,
And
you
then,
lock your door.
Sometimes I do at nighttime. Sometimes
I
I
don't,
don't.
like,
Who's
that's
gonna come
scary.
in?
But
I
what
don't
if, like,
know.
what if somebody
Somebody.
needs to come in? Like, what if you're, like, dead? I don't know.
If I'm dead, how am I walking in your room?
No, like, if I'm dead and I'm in my room, then, like, somebody needs to
okay.
come
I get
in.
that. I
Makes a
get
lot
that.
more sense.
No, there's
Yeah.
definitely a way for them. Because, like, is there a key to unlock your door from the outside?
Yeah, but, like, my key's in here. Unless you,
Yeah,
like,
but I
get,
mean,
like, the
like,
maintenance people,
Yeah, I think that it would just, like, have to come to that.
Yeah. But,
Anyway, we came to Arya's room so that we could, like, just sleep in there. And even though this was probably, like, the worst 5 minutes of our life, it was probably the best because
was
it
the
made
best.
us realize that, hey, wait, suitcases are supposed to be 50 pounds unless
Yeah,
you want to pay
so
$100 extra.
the only reason we realized it is because, like, so I was sleeping on my bed, and obviously, like, at this point, they're both gonna have to sleep on the floor, or, like, 2 of us out of 3. Or maybe 1, because this is a pretty big bed. But anyways,
Right.
That's like the
somebody
size
would
of a hotel
have to
bed.
be on the floor, and where you have to be on the floor, that is exactly where the bag was. So I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, let me move this bag. Easy peasy. It was not easy peasy. I'm like, guys, is this 50 pounds?
No way.
And then it proceeded to just be the most comical chase around the
Yeah.
building to find.
A
To
scale.
find a
To find a
scale.
scale of any kind. Literally, it didn't even have to be a suitcase scale. It could literally be like a diet scale. Like, it could
That's
have
how I
been-
normally do. I don't have the
Yeah,
actual
me
luggage
too.
scale.
So we're knocking on people's doors, and they're like, no. Then we travel to the gym of Ari's building.
No,
We
we
were
only
told-
traveled
we
there.
on-
Exactly.
We
go
were
ahead.
told that there was a scale in the
Mhm.
And
gym.
we weren't told, we were lied to. We were gaslit into thinking that this existed.
I
know
trusted
one thing or
him.
two about
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say I trusted him.
He
He
seemed
was the
nice.
nice guy that was like that turned off the lights for us. He was
Obviously
the
nice.
only sober one like around.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was no scale at the gym, and we're like, okay, maybe we can like compare like dumbbells to the suitcase bag. So we picked up a 50-pound like dumbbell, and then we picked up the suitcase. We're like, this feels really light. We're good. And then we like hooked it to like a machine to like see. It was like
You
a
know,
lot
like
of
a
physics.
scale thing, okay, this is weird. But you know, like the zodiac thing, like for the Libra, it's the scales.
The
Yeah.
justice
Like the
scale.
justice
Yeah, I
scales.
was thinking about
yeah.
that. You know, the
So,
Judge
like,
Judy.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically what we did with
Yeah.
the suitcase and like a random machine at the gym.
Yeah.
It lied to us.
No, because like it ended with us being like, okay, it's definitely like on the cusp of 50. We're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So we traveled back down to Arya's room. The people were quiet at this point, so me and Brian just went back to the couch, slept for like
57
I was gonna say,
It felt like 15 minutes.
I was gonna say it was like barely an hour, like a little bit
No,
over
it
an
was
hour
under.
maybe.
It was okay. It was like
I don't know.
2:50. Oh, my computer is. She's there. She's. Oh wait, that's yours.
That's mine. She is loud, but you guys can hear it, so it's okay.
What was I saying? Yeah, so I think we went to bed at like 2:30 or 3 or something. We had to
no, it
be
was,
up
like,
at
super
4.
late.
Like maybe like 2:45.
Yeah,
Did
I
we have to
remember
be
we
up
set
at
our
4?
alarms for 3:50.
Oh, that's what it was then. Yeah. And like I couldn't fall asleep for the first maybe 40 minutes or so because I was just so awake after that whole ordeal. And then
Yeah, my
I
body was
finally fell
definitely like
asleep.
on red alert, like just like fight or flight mode, like just ready for something more to happen.
Yeah.
Bad. Like
Yeah, I finally fell asleep. I don't know what time, and then my alarm went off, and it was time for me to wake up.
yes.
That was really sad.
Okay, so you guys might think that the story gets better from here. It started bad. It can only get up from here.
Yeah, I think we might have said that.
Yeah, I think it's
No,
like
the
things.
universe literally dropped a hot steaming pile of shit on us.
No, yeah, like it got worse. You know, it went from worse to worser.
Worser.
Like, oh no. So we woke up at 3:50.
4.
Okay,
I woke
say.
you guys up at 3:50, and you didn't move. I like turned on all the lights, turned
Yup.
off the
And then I pulled the
fan.
blanket right over my head. I was like, not today. Cause like I remember the alarm went off, and then I was like, that woke me up. But then I was like, wait, I don't know if that's my alarm, but it was, and my phone just kept ringing. I was like, oh, let me turn that off. So I did, And then, anyway, so 4 o'clock happened. We woke up. We started getting ready. We had a plan to leave by like 4:30? 4:20?
4:20. It was supposed to be 4:20
Okay.
specifically.
Yeah, we went to get to the airport by like 4:45, have some time.
Mm-hmm.
I think we even planned to like film a podcast episode at
We
the
did.
airport. But that did not happen because of why?
Well, let's go through the list.
There's a list.
So at first we were just extremely late. We did not plan for the fact that we actually had to get ready to go to the airport. After that, we kind of debated on whether we should buy a lift or just ride the train.
It was a wait and save versus
A normal lift, yeah.
Yeah, because like the train wasn't running yet.
Yeah, the MARTA, it like starts at like 5, but we needed to leave before 5.
It starts at like 5
Right.
from probably North Springs, I guess.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
So we were just like scrambling for time. We finally got a lift.
Not even before we. Or you mean when we like pressed the button on the app?
To
when
buy
we were, like,
the lift.
Yeah, because we were like still in the apartment. We weren't like
I remember I
officially
was
ready to
scrambling
leave
for my
yet. You were looking
socks.
for your sock.
I was scrambling.
Like yeah, so it was like wait and save. Like that's totally fine. It was like
Yeah.
7 to 20 minutes. It's probably gonna be 7 this time in the morning.
Exactly.
No, it was
Nope.
20 minutes.
No,
It was more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was long. I don't remember what that guy's name was, but it just took a long time to get
Whoever
here.
you are,
If you
Thank
hear
you.
this, thank you so much.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got us to the airport. Thank
Yeah.
you.
got us so quick.
And literally, if
So
you
fast.
had been like a second slower, we would have missed our flight.
We definitely would have.
Yeah.
And at this point, so like we're on our way to the lift. The suitcase is like still. We're like, oh, what if the bag doesn't even make it on the plane? Like we're so late. Like it was. I think boarding started at like 5:30, and we were still in the car by like 5. Like I think the car got to the airport. It said like 5:12 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally crazy. So, yeah, and we were like, okay, what if the bag doesn't make it? What if the bag isn't even 50 pounds? We were like, kind of said, like, oh, it's like on the cusp, it's on the cusp. But we got to the airport, we put the bag on the scale, and
64
pounds. 64 pounds, that stupid suitcase was. So we immediately started scrambling. Brian and Ari started stuffing a bunch of random clothes in their bag, and we got down to 47. Somehow,
Yeah, I
some
don't
way,
know how.
in a matter of, like, seconds.
Yeah.
And that was the one good thing that the universe did for us that day.
Yeah.
Managed to bring the suitcase
Keep in
down.
mind the fact that we had somehow stuffed, what is it,
20 pounds?
into our things, because this is going to come into effect very importantly when we finally get back to our room. But we finally get it through. Jasmine has this super cool thing where, like, she's able to go to a separate line.
TSA
It's
pre-check
called
for the
TSA.
people that know.
Too fucking real. I, unfortunately, am one of the majority of people who do not fucking know. Because I've never flown in a plane before. So, like, this is all new to me. I'm freaking out. My anxiety's really high. I wish I could go back in time and take anxiety medication before I got that flight.
Like, literally, your experience is, like, the worst
The
flight
worst-
experience to have.
Like, I haven't had that kind of bad flying
Never.
experience. I probably had that maybe once in my life. Actually, no, not like that. Never. Like, there and back, never.
Never.
Like, I've had bad experiences, like,
What a
in the
delicious
airport,
shit treat
but
for
not
me.
like
Yeah.
this.
But for you, things can only get better. Unless you literally
Exactly.
miss your flight. That is the only way it could get worse. But that
Right.
That would
would
be
get
bad.
better from
So we
here.
finally
Guys, it's 11:11.
Make a
Make a
wish.
This podcast episode is good. Keep going.
So we finally make it through.
No, hold on a second.
Not-
So I have TSA pre-check. I get through the thing in like 5 minutes. So I walk to the gate. I'm like chilling.
You have your own side quest.
No, yeah, exactly. I'm like chilling and I'm like texting. I'm like, okay, guys, how's TSA going? How's it going? How's it going? And then like,
We were just, like, in the line. So the line, I mean, Atlanta Airport, I'm so grateful. Like, it's literally my favorite airport. I love it so much. I love Delta. But,
shout out Atlanta Airport.
yeah.
Hartsfield
but,
Jackson.
like, if you've been to that airport, the line was, like, before even, like, where the TSA, like, line to go in is. It was, like, way out in the atrium area, which it only gets that way, really. I think during Christmas and, like, major holidays like that. But it was like that day, and we were just way at the back of the line.
Yeah.
It took maybe, like, 30 minutes. I don't know. I mean,
Maybe then.
I've never traveled during spring break. Like, this is
Right.
my first spring break trip.
True.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a spring break.
Even
It
though
just
it's not
chose-
even our spring
Yeah.
break anymore, but still, like, technically spring break.
It just
Yeah.
chose a random weekend where like all the prices were low.
Yeah.
And all our days, like, were good, you know, with, like,
Exactly.
school and stuff. But yeah, so anyway, I'm waiting for them. They start boarding the plane. Like, people start boarding the plane. Group 1. We're lucky because, like, we kind of lucky, I guess. We have basic economy, so, like, we're the last boarding group to, like, board the plane anyway. So Group 1 goes. Group 2, I'm like, okay, we're good. It's
We're a little
going.
rushed
I'm, like,
to the
texting them.
plane.
We're like,
We
yeah.
still haven't gotten to TSA
Yeah,
at this
they're
time.
like, okay, the line's moving. Okay, that's good. We're gonna make it. And then Group 3, Group 4, and then Group 5 gets called. And it's, like, a fair amount of people, like, waiting in the line. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. But then, like, it starts getting shorter and shorter. And I'm like, where are they? And then, like, I'm literally, like, I walk out to this, like, to, like, the, I don't know, like, the hallway, I guess. Yeah, and I'm just, like, looking, I'm, like, squinting my eyes, like, okay, are they coming? And then suddenly, breaking through my vision, I see them running.
Running with our 10-pound bags.
Yes, running with their millions of pounds on them. Like, literally, yeah.
You
I
were
literally,
deadlifting these
I
bags.
lost my
Yeah.
breath, and, like, Brian ran ahead. I was like,
No,
okay,
no,
I need to stop.
no.
I can't breathe.
It was like a war document. It was like a war reenactment. She was just like, I was like, are you okay? She was like, yes, just go.
Go on, help me.
I didn't even turn back. I'm not gonna lie. It was very like selfish, but I just like, oh okay, and I just sprinted forward.
Yeah, I
No,
mean, you were good. I was like, go gym, cardio.
I mean, you guys both are gym rats. Like, not gym rats, but you guys gym.
We're gym hamsters.
Yeah, I was
We're just
saying,
lazy.
Yeah.
you gym a bit. I do not. Like, I rarely gym, like, anymore.
You're like gym
So if
fans.
I had to do that, I would have died. Like, my heart would have just burst out of my chest. And also, random tidbit, like, I was talking to my parents while I was waiting for you guys,
Oh,
and at one point, I was like, oh yeah, they're boarding Group 5, like, boarding Group 5 is, like, going now, and they were like, okay, get on the plane. I'm like, oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
I'm not gonna leave them. Like, what if they don't make it? Like, I'm not going to New York alone.
Exactly.
They're like, it's fine. I was like, no. But, yeah, that happened. And anyway, so, yeah, they made it to the plane. We got on with, like, 2 minutes to spare, pretty much.
Right.
And, yeah. Oh my gosh, okay, wait. So after that, the universe started looking up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because we all had to get different seats. Like, we were not next to each other. But there was, like, these two, like,
It was like a mom and a
yeah, it was
little
like a
girl.
mom and a daughter sitting next to
Mommy
me.
and the baby.
Yeah. They were sitting next to me, and then the row in front of me was completely empty. And, like maybe, like, the first, like, quarter through the flight, like, it was maybe 15, 20 minutes in the air.
Right.
They moved up to the seat in, like, the row in front of me. So I was like, oh, they're gone? Oh, let me go. And then I brought Aria and Brian up to sit next to me, and we watched 2 episodes of Modern Family, and it was a fun little moment.
Yeah.
We had our muffins that we were supposed to eat for breakfast, but did
Yeah.
not. And it was fun.
Yeah.
Things started looking up from there.
Yeah.
And then we finally had made it after a while to New York, and I remember I was weirdly like calm during that flight. Like I remember I'd been stressing about it for like the last 3 weeks, and then but I think I was just so like exhausted and
Yeah.
tired and aggravated from like everything that happened
Mm-hmm.
that like being in a plane for the first time, being in a speeding bullet in the sky was like a cakewalk in comparison to the rest of the day.
And also, I remember we were like, okay, we'll sleep here. We'll also get some time to sleep on the plane. I did not sleep at all on the plane. Like, we did
Me
not
neither.
sleep at all.
I think I might have like closed my eyes maybe for 2 minutes, but like I was Modern Family was playing.
Right. But yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we made it to the Big Apple, and yeah.
It was good from there. I mean, Brian took a shower. That was
Oh wait, yeah, okay. So we were in Newark Airport, so we had to take a train to New York, which is like a simple like 20-minute train, like not long at all.
Mhm.
We took the train to the airport, still was lugging that goddamn suitcase around. Then we had to take the
Up
subway
the
to
stairs.
we had to take the subway to the hotel, and that was a whole ordeal. But we got to the hotel. We planned to like, cause we were like there so early, we planned to just like give them our luggage and like check in later. But they had a room available at 10 in the morning, so we got to check into the hotel room. Brian took a shower, and then
Disaster struck. Because while I was in the shower, I was like, oh, my shoulders are so sore. And then I
Oh,
take out
yeah.
my clothes. I turn around and see like the biggest red streaks across my shoulders. And it wasn't just like, oh, like there was like a little bit of like a rash or like irritation. No, it was like a band that went from like my shoulder blades across to like the other end of wherever.
Do you still have it now?
No, it's gone.
Okay.
Luckily.
Okay, that's good.
But it went away after like, I guess like a day or two after.
That's good.
But that was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
My first thought was not, the band was so irritating. It was probably the super heavy fucking bag that I was carrying because I lifted anything. I thought about it. Actually, no, I didn't think about it. I actually had no fucking thoughts because the first thing that came to mind was I contracted a flesh-eating amoeba in the plane.
Cool. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I don't know about Brian, but me and Aria's Friday
were
looked up from
chilling.
there. Our Fridays started looking up from there. Just kidding. All of our Fridays looked up.
What did we do on Friday?
We had an amazing first day.
I feel like we did like too much on Friday. Because
we were tired.
No, I literally remember like right before we went to sleep, I was like, my mom texted me because like I have my Apple Watch and like I share my progress with her and like she does with me. And then she's like, you walked 29,000 steps today. You close out your rings. Go, girl. And I was like, oh my god. Like 29,000 steps. I think that was like 13 miles like we did on that Friday.
Yeah, I still haven't looked at them.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I think like Saturday was
that's-
like 8 or something. Like it wasn't too crazy.
To look at those. Because when you do this thing on Apple Watch, it'll be like, oh, you did so great this week. Do you want to match the same thing your next week?
No.
Yeah.
You lost your goddamn
I'll just
robotic
say like
mind.
that'll never happen again. Like I'll never close out my rings like that ever
That was
again.
not out of being fit. That was out of necessity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were
I
fighting
was
for
not-
our lives for real.
We were not paying like why that.
The
We
lifts
were not paying
were
a $40
bad.
lift to drive 1 mile. That was
Yeah.
not realistic.
Oh my gosh, not even $40. Like, wait, do you need to get to the airport to the hotel?
No, do you remember
Oh no,
when?
not. That's a whole other thing.
That's a whole nother
Yeah.
thing. Do you remember when we went to go eat? And I was like, oh, I'm so tired. I wish we could just call.
Oh yeah, it started at
Yeah.
like 21. Then it went up to 28, and then it was like
I think
40.
it was like 19 at first.
Yeah, and we were like,
Just
okay,
yeah.
go ahead, do it. But yeah, that Friday was a long Friday.
Yeah.
We went to like Top of the Rock, which is kind of like Empire State Building, like as tall as it. So like great views up there. That was really fun.
Took a lot of great pictures.
Yeah.
I think those were like the only pictures.
Those
we
were
took
literally the
whole
only
trip.
pictures we took, and I like had
Yeah.
fit check every day.
Literally,
and
me too. And
no pictures of
nothing.
it. It exists only in our memories.
Yeah.
So yeah, Top of the Rock. I think we went to the Nintendo store. We went to this random bookstore, which was cool too. We went to Times Square. We went to the M&M store. We did a little too much.
We got
Mhm.
bagels.
We got.
That was
we
on
didn't.
Saturday.
Oh, never mind.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself. We got donuts, which were cool.
Oh, those were
And
good.
we
I
got
had a
coffee.
vegan donut.
Yeah, it was good.
That was good coffee.
Yeah. And then, oh my gosh, and then we were like, okay, now we need to go to the High Line. And things started going, like, our moods were, oh wait, no, we went back
We went
to the
back
hotel.
to sleep.
Yeah, we took a little nap before we did, like, the Top of the Rock stuff. In the
Mhm.
hotel, we took, like, a 2-hour nap, which is, like, a godsend, honestly. I did
Yeah.
not want to wake up after that, but we had more things to do, so we had to. We did all of that, and then we were like, okay, now we need to go to this thing called the High Line. We had, like, so much on our list for Friday, and it just became so much more, like, unattainable, like, as the day, like, as the
Yeah.
night proceeded on.
Yeah.
But, like, we went to this thing called the High Line, and we walked up there for, like, 2 seconds. We were like, okay, we're done now. And then we walked down, we're like, okay, now time to find some food so we can, like, eat dinner. It was, like, 10
That was
o'clock
an
at that
ordeal.
point. Yeah, it was, like, 10 o'clock at that point. We're like, we need some food so we can, like, go to sleep now, like, after that. And, yeah, finding food was a whole moment in
Where
itself.
did we even eat? I don't
We
even remember.
couldn't decide on a place.
took
We had
so
like
long to
3 or 4
decide.
places in mind. And then like one place we were just like, okay guys, whatever, let's just eat here, whatever.
Yes.
It was so nasty.
Wait,
like
where?
the Lucky place.
Oh, I thought you meant we ate there and it was nasty. I'm like,
No.
Dallas barbecue wasn't nasty.
No, that was just like when we were fed up and like we went
Yeah.
inside.
What
but
lucky
then-
place? I
It was
don't
like
even
a
remember.
burger
The place
place,
was like
like-
the burgers.
Yeah, it was like,
It was like Star or something.
yeah, it was just like Lucky's
know.
Diner, but it was like the best burgers
Mhm.
in the world,
What
or
did
something
it
like
look
that.
like? I honestly don't remember.
It was like
shit.
orange, very orange in
I
there.
thought it was like red.
Red and
yeah.
orange, probably both. But it was like, it gave like diner vibes, but like in an icky sense. Like, it definitely gave me the ick. I was like,
it
I
didn't
would
give,
never
like,
want it.
retro. It gave like, what's the word?
Just like old in general and dirty.
Yeah.
Just, like,
It was really dirty.
Not renovated.
Yeah, no, like it needed some upgrades.
Like they needed to fix the seats and the tables
Yeah.
and the menus.
Like,
I definitely believe that the food would have been good, but like eating in there would have
couldn't have
just been
eaten
exactly.
there.
I would not have liked that. So anyway,
Yeah.
I went to this place called Dallas Barbecue. We ordered our food and it came out in 5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes.
Right,
That was so
McDonald's
fast.
drive-thru level.
No, McDonald's is way slower than that.
Actually,
I'm-
real.
Yeah.
My Wendy's on Sunday was slower than our food came
Yeah, it
out.
was.
That was terrifying, but it was great customer service.
Yeah.
No, yeah, our guy was nice.
They gave
Yeah.
a lot of
Food was
cherries in the
good.
Shirley Temples. Those Shirley Temples were good.
Yeah. Overall, it was just like a good moment there.
Yeah, the food was really good. The
I
ribs
enjoyed the food.
fell like right off the bone.
I
was
could
like,
have.
this
Yeah,
is
it was so
perfect.
easy to eat with like a
Yeah.
fork and
Yeah,
knife.
me
And then
too.
like the wings that I bought were like actually humongous. But
So
they're
big.
So fucking good.
Like definitely worth. How much was it? Like
It was, like,
13.
It wasn't
It
even
was
like that
'Cause
$13.
you had
bad.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was easily
Mhm.
like 15 wings, really.
Yeah, like if
Mhm.
you got like normal like wings from a store, like it would have been.
That
Yeah.
much meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was huge, fucking humongous, and it was so good.
And then after that, we were all dead tired, but we had to trek back to our hotel, so we did. And then we went to sleep.
Right.
And then Saturday began, which was
And-
supposed to be the best
Did
day.
Did we go straight to bagels?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause I think I remember I was like, okay guys, we're gonna get like on Friday night. I was like, okay guys, we're gonna get back, get a nice good 8 hours of sleep, and then wake up rejuvenated to start our next day. And we kind
We
of
did.
did. Even though I really did not want to wake up, I was like, I need to sleep longer, but we couldn't.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie,
we got
there was,
up.
There was
It was
a
like
couple
10,
of-
I think.
There was a couple
Mhm.
of points
It was like
during
9.
during the vacation where I was like, I feel like we planned too much.
Sometimes it did feel like that, but then
Yeah.
other times we were like weren't doing anything.
I think
It
it was
was,
just
like-
because of the rain on Sunday.
Yeah,
Because we
that
had
was
like a
bad.
lot of plans for Sunday, but
Yeah,
then
it
it
all
was
just
raining
fell
and it
apart
was
so
just,
quickly.
yeah.
But we'll get there. We'll get to Sunday. We're on Saturday now, which was a good day. Saturday was
Yeah.
a good day. I had a cute dress on. You guys will never ever see it because there's no pictures to prove that it existed.
I love my vanity sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking what I was doing. I'd be like, bagel
I
time.
like, yeah.
Oh, we took a picture of our bagels. Go on our stories. Just kidding. It's gone
It's
now.
gone now.
But yeah, okay, so we went to the upper west. I think upper west side
Near Columbia.
near Columbia to go to this place called Absolute Bagels. The line was outside the door. It was the wind was blowing hard. We were waiting outside in the dark, like the sun wasn't there, so it was like freezing cold
The
waiting.
shade.
But then we got inside and we got our bagels. I got a little hot chocolate to go with it,
Right.
and it was
Absolute bagels.
It's
Absolute
amazing.
Bagels,
Only
NYC,
thing is,
shout out to you.
bring cash because it's cash only.
But it's great prices
But it's
though.
really good prices
Like I think
and
mine was
really,
like
really
$7.
good food.
Yeah.
Oh, that hot chocolate was only $2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's say what all of us got from there.
Okay.
So I got an everything bagel toasted with strawberry cream cheese.
I got a cinnamon raisin bagel. I forgot to tell him to toast it, but it was still amazing. With bacon in it, like just bacon.
Yeah, your
They
bacon
gave
was
so much
good.
bacon.
It looked so good.
Like it was so good.
I had gotten a raisin bagel toasted with roast beef and American cheese.
yes.
Mm.
And it was
So
oddly so good with the raisins. I don't know why. but-
Yeah, the raisins they just like add like a little flavor,
Yeah.
Really?
sweetness.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I can't eat raisin bagels. But anyway, so we got our things and then we walked to Columbia, which is maybe like a 5-7 minute walk, like very
Mhm.
close
Yeah,
to
it
the
was very
bagel
good,
place,
but-
which was like very
Oh,
lucky.
and I got Dunkin' because
Oh,
I
yes.
couldn't drink the hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes, Arya's a lactose gal.
Lactose.
So she had to get her almond chai latte.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
like,
I
getting
don't
it right.
have
Almond milk
toast.
chai latte.
It was something like that. I don't remember.
Oh.
but probably that.
So then we walked to Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful campus. I love it there. I love
It
it there
was
every
so
time I've been
beautiful.
there. Fun fact, I used to want to go to Columbia so bad, and then I didn't.
I felt very Gossip Girl.
Definitely,
Mhm.
yeah, very Gossip Girl-esque.
Maybe.
So we sat on these like steps, and like the sun was beating down, so it was like good weather at
It
that
was
point.
really good. Like it felt like we were in like 60s, 70s. I mean,
Yeah.
we weren't,
Yeah.
but it felt amazing.
At moments, it definitely did feel like that, but then the wind would like blow, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is 40s. But yeah, we ate our bagels
Yeah.
there. And then we like chilled there for like maybe like 30 minutes.
No,
Oh,
it was
no.
like an
Longer than an
hour.
hour.
No, I mean like after we ate our bagels, then we chilled there for like 30 minutes
Oh, yeah.
more.
And then we like
Yeah.
maybe because we like took like a little nap.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, we were like talking about the podcast. We're like, okay, what are we gonna talk about on this week's podcast? Because this New York episode wasn't supposed to come out till next week, but things change, life happens, and now we're talking about it this week for our second episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we like chilled there for like 30 more minutes. Then we're like, okay, we have we had tickets for this museum, Brian.
It's called the Museum of Moving Pictures. And it was
And
Moving image.
Museum of the Moving Image.
The way the sticker is on the back of your phone.
Right. I fact check myself. I make mistakes. I'm human. Yeah. So
No, we're not.
Super cool exhibits. Super dope.
Oh no, that place was so fun. Like a lot of like interactive things.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so fun.
Right. So first floor was I guess a spoiler, but also like
Spoiler, not really spoiler.
Right.
They can look up
you're
the
not supposed
exhibits
to like
online.
put up like pictures and stuff of museums.
Yeah.
You can
So-
talk about them.
Top floor was this one exhibit called Deep Fakes. And it was basically talking about how like technology is getting too good to the point where misinformation is easier than ever. And like at first it was like, oh, this is so silly. Like you can obviously tell like their faces are fake and like da. But then we got to this one about like the moon landing. If it was like a disaster, like did it crash? And it was like weirdly too good. Like to the
It
point
was
where I was like,
extremely-
is this like deleted footage or something?
No,
This
it felt
is
so
crazy.
real that I was like, oh, am I stupid and like I've never seen this before and I didn't know this happened, that
and,
they
like,
died or something? I'm like,
Yeah,
whoa.
the two
But I wasn't
astronauts
gonna bring that up
died.
because I didn't want to seem stupid, just in
Right.
case. So I was like, oh, let me keep my mouth shut for this one.
The immersion was real because like they sat you in front of like an old television and like living room.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
love that little setup.
And
Like
some
I want my
little
apartment
ass
to
kid,
look like that.
Some little ass kid came in, sat in the thing, and we were like, you can't sit here.
I think you could have sat there though, because like there was no like tape around it or anything, and
Yeah.
everywhere else they said don't touch or.
That's true.
But in
Don't
that
go in
case, then
here.
our like little bench would have looked more retro as well, like as it was like also part of the set.
Possibly. I just figured they put that there like because there was only 2 chairs like in the
Oh, we need a little
living
bit more
room.
here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a really cool exhibit. Then there was another exhibit that was about what was it?
I don't know. All of them are
I
like
don't
blending
know,
together in
they're,
my
like-
head. Like I know there was like a whole Muppets thing.
Oh,
but then there was
they
just,
had
like,
the
general,
sound.
Yeah, I was
They had
there was
the
like
sound
general
and
like
then-
history like
Oh,
things. Like they showed
yeah.
different
general
cameras and
history,
stuff.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
history of animation and videography or something like that.
Yeah.
And we got to see
Mhm.
like the history and progression of like cameras
And like
and
televisions.
lenses and television
Yeah.
sets. And it was very fun. And we got to actually do like voice acting.
Yeah.
So, like, both
And like do
real life-
sound effects too.
Yeah.
And then we made our own little stop
Stop
motion
motion.
video where we did like they gave us like little different like cards and stuff.
Which
So, like-
you will get to see on our Instagram story.
Not anymore.
Not
It's
anymore.
gone.
But
Oh no, for the podcast. We're just gonna add to good content. Possibly?
I don't know. I mean, I
We'll
still have the
see.
video on my phone. Like I can post it, but
Yeah.
well, maybe it's there, maybe it's not. I don't know. But yeah, like they had like different things that we can use for the stop motion. So we did one of Judy Garland getting hit by a car and getting spun out
And then, like-
of the frame.
It was
a little cute
Alice.
little stop
It was
motion.
literally
Not
a hit and
Alice.
run. It was a hit
Oh,
and run.
what's her name?
the girl
Dorothy.
from Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, her real name's Judy Garland. I
Yeah.
believe. Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
I was like Julie Andrews. Wait,
Oh.
in my head.
That's a good 5 decades off.
Yeah, but then we continued to the museum. I think after that, after the stop motion thing, why did I say it like that? The stop motion thing, I think it was pretty much done after that. We like walked around a bit more, looked at some things, and then I think we left. And then where did we go after that?
We went to
The
go watch
movie.
the movie.
Well, no, we went back to the
Oh,
hotel and then we went
yes.
to watch the movie.
Okay, so the museum was like in Queens, and like our hotel was like in Manhattan, so we had to take like a really long like little subway ride. So we went back to the hotel after that, and then go ahead.
And then we rested for like 40 minutes. Debated if we wanted to see the movie.
The only reason why we debated was because you got the time wrong, and then we had to scramble to find
Yeah.
other ideas and plans on how to see the movie or if we would see the movie.
Well, it
But I
wasn't
really
a
wanted to see the
question of-
movie.
It wasn't a question of we would see the movie. It was more of a question was, well, the first question was, am I too tired to see the movie? And then Jasmine proceeded by saying, you're not tired. And
Yep.
being like, shut the hell up.
Exactly.
And
I was like,
then-
no, we're seeing this movie.
Right. So then
We didn't even say what movie it is.
we
the
just went to
suspense.
It was
see
the X movie.
Cinematic pornographic masterpiece. X.
We will delve deeper into our opinions on the movie
In a
in
moment.
another episode.
Oh, in another episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't saying it was
No, let's
good.
just talk about it right now. But after you say,
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't
Just,
saying it
like,
was
very
good.
fast.
That's just
Yeah.
the way people described it.
yeah.
But we were not prepared to see the amount of white meat in the movie.
Yeah, the movie, I don't know. I saw the trailer and it kind of took a different turn than I initially thought. Overall, it was good. I think we can all say that. Overall, it was, like, alright.
Yeah.
But, at some points, it felt slower paced. Like, a little too slow paced, and it was like, okay, can we get to the goods now at this point?
Right, like, the whole dancing thing was just odd.
What dancing
The
thing?
dancing thing.
Okay.
Oh, see, that's how you know something's bad, because I do not remember the dancing thing. Where she danced in front of the headlight.
Oh, but that was, like, really... Oh, okay, wait, no, that was a whole moment where she was, like, music came on, like, after she... I mean, there's spoilers. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
After she killed that guy, and then, like, she started
That
dancing
movie
in, like,
made
the blood.
$11 million. Nobody's
Yeah,
watching
I
that
think-
movie, let's be honest.
I think that, like, that was just to, like, show that she's crazy.
Crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
But we could tell.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we already gave a spoiler. but
Yeah.
yeah, so that movie, yeah, slow paced at some points. Also, I think we can all agree on that. But overall, it was, like, good, I
It was
guess.
fine.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fine. I think that's good. It was fine.
Literally the epitome of what no dick and pussy will do to a motherfucker.
Yeah, and also
It was
reasons
not-
why old people should be eradicated.
Like,
So-
the
Yeah.
whole
maybe,
plot
like,
line-
never mind.
The whole plotline, literally, might be, like, the biggest spoiler, but also, like, you are gonna grasp this concept within, like, the first, 30 minutes. And it's basically, this man is so old, he will literally fucking die if he fucks his wife.
But the wife is super, super horny. So she
Yeah.
needs it.
It's
She needs
wrong.
it. And apparently the vibrator isn't good enough for her, so...
I don't think she's tried it.
Neither
They
is
were
the
in, like,
stripper
the
porn.
70s or the 80s
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
But I mean,
Yeah.
if porn exists,
Yeah.
vibrators
That's
exist.
true.
It was like, I think it literally said 1979, like, specifically. I remember
Mhm.
that shooting up on the screen at one
What
point.
happened to
Yeah.
Country Girls Make Do? What happened to real
Yeah.
Yeah, put the corn in the cob up
Mhm.
there.
women? The corn in the cob.
Oh my gosh, that
You
was
Corn
start
cob.
turning butter, girl.
I mean, the ridges. Maybe that'll make a little something happen.
Yeah.
Make a little hidden valley.
Anyway, after we saw that movie... After we saw that movie, we were like, okay, time to eat now. Another dreaded moment. Anytime we wanted to eat, it was the most dreaded moment of the
We
day.
walked to a diner that said was gonna close.
No,
It
it wasn't a
wasn't
diner.
a diner.
It was
This
just like
was
a
a
burger
proper
place.
burger place.
Yeah.
It
Whatever.
looked
Either way.
decent.
It was a really good burger place.
I know, and we started walking to that place like after like 15-20 minutes of like searching for it
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
first, like
Right.
trying to find
Like,
somewhere
we
to
knew
eat.
that we wanted burgers. The
Yeah.
problem this time was that
The
we
price.
didn't know where.
And it was kind of late, so like stuff was like starting to close. Like, it was about like
Mhm.
10:30, I think.
It was like, no, it
Was it
wasn't.
a bit before
It was
10?
like
9:30.
9:50
Okay, I was
something.
gonna say yeah, a little bit
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Like obviously we're not gonna go to a place when it closes at 10:30 or like closes
Actually,
at
no.
10.
It wasn't
Yeah.
even 9:50 because it was 9:45 when we got to the place that we wanted to go to.
Oh really?
Yeah, because we were like, okay, we need to like leave time for them to
Yeah.
close. They were supposed to close at 10:30. And
Oh,
it was
yeah, yeah, yeah.
9:45 because we were like
Yeah.
45 minutes is like the standard time to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were literally closed.
Yeah, there were
And they
people
were
in there.
sitting.
Yeah, there were people
Mhm.
in there, but I think they just wanted to close
Exactly.
close the doors early to just get everybody out by 10:30.
And they were just
Yeah.
on their phones, and like I'm one of those people who are like, oh, like nobody should work if they don't want to. But no, you better get the fuck up and serve me because it is
Whoa.
Oh my
9:30, and
You're
I'm
sounding a
going
little,
fucking insane.
You're sounding a little Karen white privilege right now.
Yeah.
I don't care. This is my world.
And you're just living in it.
Right.
Um,
Capitalism is bad, but also you need to attend to money.
So after that, we decided to go to this
Turn
other
around.
place that we saw that was
It was
literally
called the
right by the
TikTok
movie theater.
Diner.
Yes, called the
Mhm.
TikTok Diner. Right
The
by the
only
movie
reason I
theater.
chose it, I like looked into it in the first place was because of Tick Tick Boom.
Which is a great movie, Andrew Garfield.
Go
If
watch
you're
it.
listening to this, hello.
Oh, yes.
Hi.
That wasn't a
And-
debate.
No, we literally said he's like not drop dead gorgeous, but I would smash, not pass.
Yeah.
That's what y'all said.
And he's talented.
And you don't deserve
So
an
that
opinion.
just, yeah.
I didn't even say anything bad. I just said, oh yeah, he's not like attractive, but he's
Look,
Look,
talented.
okay, if
Joke,
you're
I'm not
saying he's
coming
not
for you.
attractive, then you can just shut up.
What was it? Pipe down.
Hmm.
Sit down.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's fake. It's
Be
untrue.
fake.
humble. Sit down. So yeah, we went to the TikTok
TikTok
Boom
Diner.
and that was a good meal, I think, to me.
Yeah. No, it was good. I remember I like had the burger
Those fries
and then
were
I
really good.
had my fries. They were waffle fries, seasoned. They were so good, and I was so full. I was like, I need to take this home. And then I had them like a couple in the nighttime, but I was still full. And then I like woke up the next morning and finished them.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Because I just remembered, look, I went to go to shower, and I was like, the whole plate. I went in the shower. I came back and got ready. There was 2 fries still there.
I have to say, I think
They
I
were the
remember
webbed
turning-
ones.
I think I remember like rolling over at one point because I was still sleeping while Brian was in the shower. Like literally, anytime
Yeah,
when you guys
because,
went
like,
to the bathroom,
I
I was like,
woke
okay,
up-
I'm gonna use this time to sleep.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna stay awake.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I woke up at like 7:30 or something, and like you guys were asleep, and I expected like Brian to wake up soon, but he didn't. And
Oh,
then
that
I
was
like,
when you woke up early? Wait, now we're
Yeah.
on Sunday.
yeah, we are.
Okay.
That was, I don't know
We
how that
jumped
happened,
from, like,
but like
Tick Tick Boom to, Tick Tick Boom Diner to...
TikTok diner.
It's Tick Tick Boom Diner now.
Yeah.
And it kind of like looked like the...
It-
slightly gave the vibes of like the brunch place.
It could
his
give
place there.
vibes,
The
yeah.
I think it was just a diner place there
It was
too.
a diner.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
like a
It was like
brunch.
Starlight Diner or something like that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, actually?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
But yeah, so, okay, whatever. Now we're on Sunday. Our final day.
Yeah, so, oh, this is long. Okay,
That's it.
Our longest
So,
episode. But
yeah,
you
so
guys
I
are
woke
eating
up
it up, right?
at like, hopefully. I woke up at like 7:30. I was just like on my phone for hours. I was so bored. I was like, when are these people gonna wake up?
Oh, wait. There's something that we should preface, though. These people are gonna wake up. Right, I remember we were at the diner, and we were like, because, like, Sunday's the last day, we had to check out before 12, so we were like, oh, when we get back, we need to pack the bag, and, like, make sure that it's a good, weight this time around. Aria called the hotel, and they were like, yes, we have a scale. We were like, okay, good. We'll get to the hotel, pack our bag, go weigh it, and then be good.
They did not have a scale.
No.
The people that I
Liar.
called, they were like, I went down to the front desk with Brian with the bag, and they were like, oh, yeah, the people who answer the phone are in Miami. I was like, how does that help me? Like, they told me that you have a scale. Because I called, and, like, when you, like, press the buttons on the phone, it said, okay, front desk. Like, press 3 for front desk. That's what I pressed. Hello, this is blah, blah, blah hotel. They told me, and there's no scale.
And
Come
it
back in the
said
morning, they
Westgate
said.
Grand Central?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
Westgate Grand Central,
That's
but
a
they
mistake.
just, like, forward all of their calls to, like, the call center.
Oh, okay.
Instead of, yeah. And then they were like, oh, come back tomorrow morning. Like, the bellhop people, we'll have to ask them and see if they have a scale. I went back the next morning. They still did not have a scale.
Nope. So we packed the bag and just hoped for the best at this time. But this time we planned a little bit better. We packed a lot of stuff in the book bags and stuff.
As well as we could.
We did.
Yeah, and then just packed the rest. And we were like, okay, we're praying to God now. Hopefully
Yeah.
he answers today. But anyway, back to Sunday. Aria was waiting for us to wake up.
Yeah, so then I was like, okay, let me just take a shower. When I get out, if they're up, they're not. If they're up, they're up. If they're not, I'm waking them up. Because it was like, if it's up, then it's up.
We get copyright stricken.
Yeah. But
The episode just gets lost.
Yeah.
I woke them up, and then they like got ready, whatever. I took the bag down. They didn't have the scale. Came back up, and then we eventually started our day.
Yeah,
Like
so
12.
when we looked earlier that week, it was like, okay, it's going to be clear skies the whole day, maybe a little cold, but like no rain. And then we were there, and it was raining on Sunday. It was
The
raining
whole day.
the whole day. And it was cold and rainy.
Yep.
And we were like, okay, honestly, Sunday was the worst day.
Honestly, it
Yeah,
was.
it's
And
the worst day. Because not only did we have like all our plans that we were planning to do basically got canceled like
they
immediately.
were outside. We were planning
All
to
of
go
our
to the
plans
pier.
outside.
Yeah.
So they were not going to be done. We also very quickly realized like, oh, we are extremely over budget.
Oh, that too.
Not extremely. Honestly, I don't even know how much we spent. I'm
Oh,
scared to look at my credit card.
I
haven't yet.
I like calculated it like on Saturday night or something, or maybe it was Sunday. I think it was Sunday morning while you guys were sleeping. And we were like, oh no, but I calculated it wrong because I didn't account for like the $65 fee.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that there were like some other things that I didn't account for maybe, but it was like $50 at that point over.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's fine.
Which is on
It's fine.
Saturday night. So,
that was like that was like including like what I expected to spend on Sunday.
too, like our
Yeah.
Subway and
Okay.
stuff. We spent $33 for Subway rides. Like, whoa.
Really?
Because remember, we did $11 three
And then
times.
11 and then 11.
Yeah.
Right.
At least we
And then
used
plus-
every last one
Plus $31 for the like Newark Penn. Newark,
though. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for the,
The train to the airport.
The train going and the train to like take us to the airport from New York was like $15.50 both ways. So I mean $15.50 one way. So we had to pay $15.50 two times for a round trip ticket. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was fun. But yeah, Sunday it was raining. We kind of like didn't know what to do, so we went to like random free museums at like some points, and we walked around Soho. Very expensive there, but pretty area, pretty
Yeah, it was decent.
cute,
Yeah, it was fun.
quaint. And yeah,
We
then
got back. Yeah.
okay. Then we got back to the. Oh my gosh, it gets bad from here. Then we got back to the hotel because like they were holding our luggage after we checked out, and we're like, okay, so we need the train that we wanted to take to like get to the airport at a good time this time because you're like,
Right.
we're not gonna play with the universe, we're not gonna play with God, we're gonna get to the airport at a good time and not waste time and not try to not scramble like we did the
And
first
we,
time.
again, plan to do the podcast in the airport.
In
At the airport.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's why we're late all the time. They were like, you can't film here.
Yeah.
They knew what we were trying to do. And they're like,
Yeah.
you're not doing that shit. So yeah. We had the train in mind. So we had to take the subway first to even get to the train station. And the subway...
train
Okay.
that was supposed to leave that we needed to take was at 5:53,
Yes.
and it was at a different station. Like we had to take the subway to that station, and that 5:53 train we were supposed to arrive on the subway at 5:39. That's a good 14 minutes we had
Yes.
to go to the Penn whatever station.
Because the train
airport.
was at 5:56, and we're like, okay, if we get
Oh
to
yeah,
the train,
originally.
if we get to the station by 5:40, we'll make it in time for the 5:56. Like we can get a little
Yeah.
bit lost, but we won't be like 16 minutes. It won't take us 16 minutes to get there.
Exactly. And then the train decided not to come.
Right. It was.
FU7 train, FU real hard.
Thank you. Because it was like we were like debating how we were gonna get back, but then we were just like, it's 7 train. Who cares? It's the easiest thing in this world, you know.
No, that was like the only like. That's like what
Viable.
Google recommended, and like we've
Yeah.
been taking the 7 train because like that's the only
The
train we
whole
can
time.
to like get to Manhattan
Yeah,
and stuff,
that's
get to
what I
Times
mean.
Square.
We really knew like.
Yeah, like we knew like
So-
it would show up,
So
but she
It
didn't.
always did.
Well, we knew, but God had other plans. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we get there, we're like 6 minutes early.
Yes.
So we're like, we're making great time.
Mhm.
This
Then
is
the
on
first
time.
train.
This is on time. Does not come. And we're
15
like,
minutes go by.
You know what? It's fine.
Because
This
we
is the
missed,
next
there
one.
were like 3 trains that were supposed to come in that space of
And-
time,
yeah,
and none of them came.
Yeah, it was over 22 minutes where we were just waiting. And then all of a sudden, over the intercom, goes, Train Line 7 is currently suspended for the next few hours due to...
It was like,
Oh,
it wasn't
okay.
even hours, it was like for an unknown amount of time. We're
Yeah.
trying to fix this as soon as possible, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what?
And it was like, if you want to get to Times Square, which is where we needed to go,
Mhm.
it was like, you need to take the S train. And like the S train was a completely different spot. And
It
it was
was
like,
so
I think
far.
on your phone it said it was like 6 minutes away. So we had to scramble with our luggage, like the big, lugging that
Yeah.
suitcase around again. And
This
scramble
time-
to the S.
What was worse was the fact that throughout every single point, every single elevator was broken or unusable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had to lug it upstairs every single time.
That
Every
was
single
super
time.
fun.
Yeah. So yeah, we did not make the 5:56 train, but it was okay because we were like, we'll make the 6:07. That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. We did not make the 6:07 train either. At last, we made the 6:14 after a lot of scrambling because we got to the subway station of the train station, but then we had to get to the train station, which is in a completely different part.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what are
Like
they
you
gonna
have
do
to like
next?
come out and then cross the road and then
It was a
go
whole
down like a
thing.
different road and then like turn this random corner to get to the final
Yeah,
station.
I think we should have like exited a different way,
Right.
but like
I think so.
we
Yeah,
don't
we
know
were
the
we
subway
were like
system.
We got
running.
blinded by capitalism too, because everything was marketed as Amtrak. And when we
Yeah.
entered,
Yeah.
we stared for like a solid 3 minutes and was like, did we go to the wrong station?
No, it was
Yeah.
bad
Oh,
because
that's how I
like
felt. Because literally everything was stamped with Amtrak. So I was like, where do we go?
for context, we were supposed to take NJ Transit, not Amtrak,
That's
to
what
get
it
to the
is.
airport. But because it was bad because like where we entered the train station is not at all like where me and my mom would go when I would like go to a
Mhm.
concert or something in New York. It would always be like a completely different side, which says like the tracks and it's like easy to get to. So like I was definitely very confused. This is very out of my element.
Yeah.
But I remember like because like we knew the train for 6:14 at this point was at track 3, so I had to like run down some stairs and like check to see if the track was open, or like check to see if that track 3 was our track 3.
Yeah.
And then it was. So then I was like, guys, come.
What's funny is,
Like right
while
as
doing
you were
this-
coming, there was like people coming
Yeah,
up the
and
stairs.
I was like, this lady had like her headphones on. I was like, hey, excuse me, ma'am, is this like
the train to the airport.
Yeah, is this Amtrak, like, is this lane 3, like, Amtrak? And she's like, no, it's just a regular NJ. And we're like, oh, okay, so then we're about to haul our ass down, and then...
Jasmine comes running. Come.
Literally, because we still had to buy the tickets, and like it was like 6:12 at this point. Like if we didn't make the 6:14, I don't even know what was next. Like probably like not until the next like hour, maybe.
Exactly,
like,
I think
6:50 or something. Like I think that's how they like reset. I don't know. But yeah, we had to.
It did say my voice cracked. It did say every 15 to 30 minutes. I was like, we do not have that.
Yeah,
no, we didn't.
So yeah, we bought our tickets with the scramble. This random man like helped me. You guys weren't here for that, but like the random man, like he helped me the bag, like this. I thought he was.
Oh yeah, I saw you.
No, I thought he worked there. He like helped take the bag down like the stairs of like the track, and then after that he was like, "Oh, could you mind buying me a cup of coffee?" And I was like, "I thought you worked here." And I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't have any cash." Like I literally didn't anyway. And I'm like, "I need to catch this train." Thank you for helping me bring the bag down, though. And then I was like about to get on the train. Like the train conductor lady was very nice.
Yeah, she was.
And then I was like looking up with you guys. I was like, guys, run down the stairs.
Yeah, because like
train.
like Brian left. He already got his ticket, and my ticket machine was being really slow. And like it printed, and it was like about to print the ticket, and then it finally printed the ticket. And I was like, okay, I pressed receipt, but like I don't know which one was the ticket and the receipt, even though like. It's kind of obvious now looking back. But I was like, okay, let me just wait for this to make sure that I get the right thing. And then I ran.
Yeah. I started like fumbling with it. I was staying in the middle. Between like, I was at the front of the stairs. I was like, I don't want her to not know where we are.
Yeah. That's a good idea. But yeah, and we didn't even say this, but like our flight was at 8:00 and boarding started at like 7:30. So that's why we were like scrambling to get on this like 6:14 train to get us there by like 6:30. We still have to get through TSA. We still have to check the bags. It was
I think by that time we were getting to like the airport at 6:50 or something.
Yeah, like once we got there, it was definitely like 6:50.
Yeah.
Like once we took the train, then had to take the air train to the airport to the terminal. Oh my god! But from there,
and then we still had to check a bag at the airport, so
which
like
was not bad actually. The line was not that bad.
Yeah, like I went to go and do the bag thing, like the bag tag, and then you guys went with the bag and waited.
Yeah, and you came so fast. Like, it was good.
Because like I just like bypassed some people because like they were loitering. They weren't actively using the machine. So I was like, excuse me, and I just touched their something.
And then as we were waiting in line, once Arya came, there was like some random scales open, and we were like, okay, put it on, and then the bag was 47.6 pounds. And we were like, woo! And then people looked and were like, what's wrong with these guys? And we were like, we don't care, woo! We don't have to pay extra $100.
We're never going to see you bitches with the rest of them.
Exactly. So then, after that, me and Brian went to TSA while Arya went to the bag. And then I have TSA pre-check, but that did not work in my favor that day.
Not at all.
We were actually the first ones.
We got out so fast.
Yeah, because like there was only one person working the TSA pre-check ticket booth. So that was really annoying. I was definitely there for like 25 minutes when I usually get through in like 5 to 10. Not even like less than 5 always. But the only still good thing about that, I don't have to take off my shoes or anything else and take out my laptop. So that was still good. And then I went to the gate and guess what? The flight was delayed anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, if the flight wasn't delayed, no, you still would have made it by group 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why like when I saw it, it was like once you guys said like flight delayed, and then I looked on the app and it said like it's still in Boston, like it's still not even here yet.
Exactly.
I just started like walking to the gate. I was talking to my parents because like I was like low key lying to them. They were like, "Oh, how far are you guys away from the gate and stuff? Like, are you guys at the airport?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're here, not too far from the gate." Even though I'm like still like in the like TSA line.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then I called them after and I was like, "It was a nightmare, blah blah blah." But I'm walking to the gate now, like it's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. No point in lying, like who cares?
No, yeah, but I just felt bad because I knew they would be like, oh my gosh, like, why didn't you get there earlier, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
But,
like, we did, like, this time, I can say, the first time, we were playing with God. Like, that was 100% our fault.
Definitely.
Well, not 100. Maybe, like, 80.
Yes.
But the second time, it was not our fault at all.
Actually, like, I feel like it was, the first time was 100% because it's, like, we only had to take a lift to the airport. The second time, we had to take so many routes to get, like, so many different things to get to the airport. Like, the subway, the train, the air train, and then we're at the airport. Like, there was so many things. And we wanted to take a lift. We thought about it, but it was $97 from our hotel to the Newark airport. Like, whoa.
And then we checked again after the 7 train was being stupid, and it was $120.
Crazy.
So.
Which is crazy because you're closer. But it's somehow...
worse.
$30 more.
Yeah. It was just, I don't know, maybe traffic.
But yeah, we made it on our flight. It left at like 8:20 or something. I don't know. It left at some time, but at some point, at like after 8, when it was supposed to leave like at 8, and then we somehow made it. We made it back to Atlanta before the flight was originally supposed to land.
Yeah, we made it like a full 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, which is like crazy.
Very odd. Very fun fact. I got a free can of Pringles. In the system, because I was like, yeah, I have free snacks or whatever. Like, it got delayed, so like maybe they got something. No,
they usually have free snacks. Like, I don't know why they didn't give it to us on the first flight either.
I think because like she was like, yeah, we didn't get that like thing today, and I'm like, I really want you guys to have your Stroop waffles.
Yeah,
so you experienced it because like I love the Stroop waffles on United.
But they're like, oh yeah, we don't have any snacks. We had like a few things, but like you had to pay for them. And she had like a very weird like sentence structure because then she was like, oh, you have to pay for it. But I can get you Pringles. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'll just take the Pringles then. She proceeds to bring it like 5 minutes later. And she's like, do I charge him? And I'm like, what? And she's like arguing with this man like across like the thing. I can't even hear him. Like I think he's just like doing like whatever hand signals. And he's like, oh, unfortunately it's gonna cost money, so it's gonna be $4.99. And it was like easily like a 99-cent can, to be honest. And I was just like, oh, and I have to think about it. And she's like, you know what? Just keep it. And then she proceeds to just like walk off. And I was just like.
And I was luckily sitting next to Brian on this flight, so I got to have some free Pringles too. And it was a nice little snacky snack.
I was sleeping in the row in front of them.
Yeah,
but I had my window seat, so I was like, I don't need to sit with them.
I was literally going to ask you, oh, you want Pringles? I was like, oh, no, she looks busy.
No, I definitely knew Arya was asleep. Like, she just wasn't moving. I was like, oh, she's asleep. And like, I think her head was like against the window.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
No, for a solid while, I was like, man, she's really admiring the view.
And I do that sometimes, but no, I was asleep for like half of the flight. Maybe like 70% of the flight.
Right.
Yeah.
And with that was our chaotic trip to New York for 72, maybe more than 72 hours? For 3 days.
Definitely
3 days. We'll just say 3 days.
Yeah.
It was 3 days, but it genuinely felt like a whole week in there.
No, definitely. Like it was chaotic. It was crazy. There was definitely some points I'm like, is our friendship gonna like
implode?
Is our friendship gonna withstand this?
Right. The one thing about the trip that very dawned on me very quickly after like the first day and a half was like, oh, we're all like, we don't communicate when we're like uncomfortable with each other.
Yeah.
When we're uncomfortable, tired, or like just like anything, like we don't know how to express like we're just like not content. Because we very quickly became like passive aggressive.
Yeah. We just like, no, it was like the Sunday, we just like stopped talking to each other. Just like, someone's like, you want to do this? And we're like, sure. Like, okay.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't care anymore. I just want to do things. Like, it was so sad. Like, we should have adjusted for the weather. Because, like, we could have saw the movie on Sunday because that's indoors instead. And then did something else that we were supposed to do on Sunday in place of the movie. Like, we should have readjusted. But all's well that ends well. And overall, it was really great.
So,
the whole trip was really great.
I was about to say, age-old question. Can a friendship survive, like, a whole trip? Yes.
Well, it depends on your friendship.
Depends on your friendship and depends on how long the trip is. But actually, I feel like if our trip was longer, it would have been better because we wouldn't have like had to exhaust ourselves every single day.
And like we wouldn't have had to like have such a specific plan or anything.
Yeah.
Because I think the problem with that critique I could do with this one trip, everything was good, but like we planned everything to a T to the point where like there was no budging.
Yeah, no, I think that there was like a lot of budging. Like I feel like Saturday we just were chilling like on the Columbia steps.
And I remember we knew that was gonna happen too because we didn't have a lot of stuff planned for Saturday.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, we'll figure it out once we get there.
Exactly.
And then
the only day that was really packed was like Friday.
Yeah, Friday was super packed.
Yeah. It was fun. I mean, it was luckily like a lot of things we wanted to do was like 0.5 miles between each destination.
Yeah, we planned that well, like making sure things were close to each other. And we didn't even mention this, but this was like our first like trip together, like as besties. Yeah. And our next one will be to somewhere warm.
Yeah.
I concur.
Please.
Los Angeles, baby, woo!
Cancun, Mexico,
Mexico.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Actually, oh my gosh, my family's like, for my sister, so, like, she wants to plan a trip to Jamaica in December. You guys should come. I was like, can I invite my friends? They're like, yeah. Well, my sister's like, the more the merrier. So you guys should come. Vacation with my family in Jamaica during December.
Guys,
I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna put it out there for you
Left
guys.
32 Lake International Edition.
Woo!
Ooh.
Get your passport, and then maybe it can
Yeah,
happen.
where's your passport?
Baby, this trip don't need a passport. You're catching all this action live from Jamaica. For our viewers.
From Jamaican prison because you're a
'Cause you-
stowaway to
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can do like that episode of Victorious.
Oh my gosh, when they sing like Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
A, B, C.
When they like kill the president, or what was it?
No, they like kick him in the head or something. I don't even remember what country they were in.
Was it in like Bulgaria? No, not.
It was like a fake made up country that probably sounded like Bulgaria.
It was like somewhere in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, because it was like random. Like none of them heard of it, but like, yeah, let's go here for spring break. They were doing spring break trips in high school. Like,
No,
we
literally,
should've
so
been with
many
them.
people do that.
That's crazy. I wish. Whoa.
Do you do that? Comment down below.
Yeah, let us know if any high schoolers are listening to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know.
You might put like a little question or something in like the story, being like
Twitter.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
So look out for that. Stay tuned.
Follow us on those places so you know what's coming up.
You know where to
Twitter,
follow
Instagram,
us.
you know where it is.
But just to recap, in case you don't, Aria, what's your social?
No.
No.
Follow the
If you want
podcast
my
on
socials,
Instagram
you
and
can look
Twitter.
it up yourself.
That's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
But also, I think as we stated like last episode, I think we have doxed ourselves way too much anyway.
Yeah. So follow the
you know where you should
podcast
find us.
everywhere.
Right.
Follow the podcast everywhere. And this is over an hour. This will never happen again, probably.
No, I don't think it will.
Right.
This talk about New York was not even supposed to be this long. We did not
No.
expect this to happen.
Because I don't think we planned to like explain the whole trip like play by play.
Yeah.
But like somehow we did. And that's like fun.
Yeah.
To relive
Hopefully,
our
if you made
memories.
it this far, thank you so much.
Exactly.
Also,
We love
like,
you.
It kind of is like a perfect little rap letter for like the entire trip because nothing was planned super uber duper like well done to the T. And neither
Yeah.
was the podcast.
Yeah.
But it still ended up being okay.
Yeah. Actually, I think this is. We've only done 2
We haven't
episodes,
listened to it.
But this is probably my favorite one
Right.
Okay.
of the
But-
2
but-
that we have done.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's great that we...
Things are getting better, like we said. It can only get up from here, and it's gonna go even more higher up as we continue.
Yes.
And with that, follow us everywhere. Follow the podcast everywhere.
Make sure to rate on Spotify or Apple.
Yes, we're available on Apple Music now too. Go look us up there. And Jesus, my mic is falling. I'm sorry. And thank you guys for listening. We love you. We love you. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us.
Join us.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Mommy.